This is Steve Robbins. Welcome to the Get It Done Guys, quick and dirty tips to work less and do more. They say that one of the secrets to extraordinarily innovative people is they have lots of ideas. Maybe, but maybe we all have lots of ideas. You have brilliant ideas, like putting your town under a sleeping curse so you can hoard all of the Oreo ice cream cake. And that's a worthy goal. Maybe you just need the ability to make your ideas come true. Also, check with the producers of Once Upon a Time because, let's face it, your idea may have been inspired, quote unquote, by 7 seasons of watching that plot play out. Want to make an idea come true? First, you have to remember the idea. We don't bother with memorizing anymore. We trust our smartphones to remember for us, freeing our brains to scroll happily through social media, click on like buttons, and inform people who are wrong on the internet that their opinions hold no merit. Oh my gosh, the future is a dystopian nightmare. But in order to be the next Einstein, you have to remember your ideas. You have to capture them in the first place, and then you have to organize them. And then you have to get them back when it's time to turn your idea into the next revolutionary big thing. One of the great things about smartphones is that you can use them to record audio. Move your audio recording app to the front and center of your home screen, and when you find yourself having a good idea, pull out your smartphone. If you're like me, it's in your hand anyway. Fire up the recording app and talk through your idea on audio. Voice capture is great for nonlinear ideas and things that require explanation and description. We can even close our eyes and just talk through the idea with no distractions. With a smartphone, you have to look at the keyboard as you type, plus typing is a lot slower, so half of your brain is taken up being distracted by artificial intelligence autocorrecting your properly spelled word into something completely different. If your idea involves images or diagrams, you can use an app like Audio Note 2. It goes beyond mere audio. It records your voice notes, and then it lets you attach images from your camera to the audio notes, because images can be naturally better for some ideas. If you need images, or if you just prefer writing, you can simply carry around a small 3x5 notepad to jot down ideas. It's not always as fast as talking, but it works really well. And if you're a total stationery geek like me, writing by hand gives you an excuse to use Moleskine notebooks. Thank you, Grammar Girl, for giving me my very first one. And Pilot Friction pens, which Michael Hyatt introduced me to in our Free to Focus interview. Woohoo! Transcribe your ideas. Don't leave them on your smartphone. When you get home, review your notes and put them into a master ideas file. Ideas are easier to find and retrieve when they're in text, so if you captured your ideas in audio, now's the time to transcribe them. What's wrong with audio, you cry? You loved it 2 paragraphs ago. Simple. A year from now, you'll be looking for ideas. You'll want to remember your brilliant insight about how to dispel a sleeping curse without public health implications of true love's kiss. Maybe Sleeping Cutie's pre-slumber meal was chicken liver. Do you really want to kiss that? I don't think so. If your ideas file has 19 hours worth of recordings called Note 1, Note 2, and Note 3, you'll be out of luck. So now's the time to transcribe your ideas into text. Listen to each file and type it into a text document. You can listen at double speed, you can type every word, or you can just type the highlights. You just want to get the idea into text form. You may even want to use an app like Rev or Temi, both are by the same company, and they'll transcribe everything that you send them in audio for $1 a minute. Using a third-party transcription service might save time, but I like the discipline of listening to my ideas a second time. It reinforces my genius and helps me come up with even more grand insights and astonishing ideas. If you could see in my ideas file, your jaw would drop in amazement. You'll even find a design for an over-the-mouth flycatcher so nothing flies in by accident while you're gaping in amazement. Once you have your ideas in text form, make them findable. As very long-term listeners know from episode 3 on cornering the world's thread market, you should always file your sinister plans according to how you're going to retrieve them. Your non-sinister ideas should also get the same treatment. Store them in a searchable online format. You can put them in your notes program, and I like to put them in a spreadsheet with one idea in each row. For each idea, think of all of the ways in the future that you might want to retrieve it. You might want to find your sleeping curse idea when working on sleeping curses, or on creating public health policy, or on giving advice on non-traditional relationship complications, or on hoarding all of the Oreo ice cream cake. So at the end of the idea, simply write the phrase keywords, and then list the keywords that future you can use to search for this idea. Sleeping, curses, public health, relationships, Oreo, and ice cream cake. When you someday need to find an idea, just pull up your store of ideas, and one search later, you'll find all the relevant ideas. Sometimes, though, your ideas are only useful in a certain context. For example, you might have a bunch of ideas that relate to Project Oreo. If you ever finish Project Oreo or abandon it in favor of your newly inspired Project Cookie Dough, then you want to keep things manageable by dropping all of the Project Oreo ideas out of your system. In my ideas spreadsheet, I have a tab for Get It Done Guy episodes and a separate tab for business strategy article ideas and a separate tab for Burning Man art project ideas. That way, I can look only through the ideas that are relevant to the broad area of my life that I'm dealing with at any given moment. Not everyone wants to be a hyper-productive creative genius, but if you do, start capturing your ideas today. Capture them in voice or text, but get them transcribed to text and stored in some searchable format. Tag each idea with keywords that help you retrieve it when you need it, and pretty soon you'll be generating ideas faster than JP Licks can sell Oreo ice cream cake, and that's pretty darn fast. I'm Steve Robbins. Follow Get It Done Guy on Twitter and Facebook, and if you lead an organization or a large movement, if you think big and you plan to change the world, I can help you organize your life to make bigger things possible without getting overwhelmed. Learn more at steverrobbins.com. Work less, do more, and have a great life.